guys, Courtney here with Courtney's Customs, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make the perfect fall tumbler. Fall is my absolute favorite season. I love everything about it. I love the sights, the smells, the colors, everything. So I'm really excited to make my first fall tumbler this season. And I'm going to show you everything that you need before I get started here and where I got it. First, of course, you're going to need your tumbler. This is a 20-ounce, just modern tumbler from Maker Flow Crafts. I will post their link down in the description below. And I base painted it. This is called Salted Caramel from Rust-Oleum. The glitters I'm going to be using are a couple of different shades of brown, and the best thing you want to do is to base paint your tumbler as close as the color of glitter that you're going to be using as you can. And the colors of glitter I'm going to be using today, this is Sands of Time from the Glitter Guy. And then this one, it was kind of like my own little mix. I did use a glitter called Pumpkin Spice, also from the Glitter Guy. And then I added just a burgundy that I found at Walmart, just to kind of tone it down a little bit. I did like the orange, but it was a little too bright. And then the last one, this is my favorite. This is a leaf-shaped glitter, also from the Glitter Guy. So the Glitter Guy has a lot of really beautiful fall colors. If you want to check them out, I will post their link in the description below. And let's get started. Okay guys, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to coat our tumbler in Mod Podge. This is the kind of Mod Podge that I use. You can get it from Amazon or Walmart. And to apply the Mod Podge, I use this really cheap brush from Amazon. I found it for $1. I'm pretty sure it's just a makeup brush. And you want to put a nice even coat on. Some people like to do the Mod Podge method like myself. Other people prefer the epoxy method. You can mix up just a little bit of epoxy and put a thin layer on and apply your glitter like that. I just prefer the Mod Podge method. It's totally up to you. It's a personal preference thing. If you've never worked with Mod Podge before, just know that you have a very short working time, so you have to work kind of fast. You can also take some tacky glue and mix it with water and make your own Mod Podge, and you have a very long working time with that. I've used it before and I like it. So first I'm going to take the Sands of Time and put it at the top of the cup. If you've seen the glitter ombre tutorial that I've done in the past, you'll know what I'm doing here. I just coat the first inch or so of the cup all the way around, and then I will tilt my cup and very lightly tap some glitter on and just kind of let it fall on its own, and it creates a natural ombre. I used to use a tea strainer to do my ombres, and when I found this tilt method, I switched to it, and I've never used a tea strainer since. This is really easy, really fast. Tap off your excess glitter, and I put a piece of wax paper under my cup to catch all of the glitter that falls that I don't use, so I can put it back into my container so none of it goes to waste. You can use construction paper, printer paper, whatever you'd like to use to catch your glitter. Now I'm going in with my second color and just doing the same thing on the bottom, coating the first inch and then tilting my cup and letting it lightly fall. Whenever I do my ombres, I like to do the top color first, because then when it's done, I feel like the ombre looks like it's going up rather than going down. And again, that's just a personal preference thing. You can do it however you want. Just make sure you get a really nice, even coat, regardless of how you choose to do it. And don't forget your bottom as well. Tap off your excess glitter, and that's what we have. This is the first step of this perfect fall tumbler. Now I am going to seal it and add epoxy. Alright guys, it's the next day. My cup is fully cured, and I don't think I mentioned I use KS resin epoxy. I've used a lot of different epoxies over the last year of making cups, and KS resin has been my favorite. I will also put the link to that in the description. So before I came back on camera, I went ahead and found a bear tree silhouette just on Google Images, and I cut it out on my Cricut and put it on my cup. So I mean, you can, there were so many, it took me forever to choose which one I wanted, because there was just so many shapes and just different ones to choose from. So this is just the one I chose. You can use whatever you want, but now this is the fun part. So we're going to use the leaf glitter that I was excited about yesterday. And no matter what tree you decide to use, all of the little thin twigs on the branches, we're going to put a leaf. And then we're going to have some kind of falling down, and then I'm going to make a mess of them down here. And I'll probably just have that go all the way around the cup. I might not, I don't know, we'll see. So that's going to be kind of tedious, but that's what we're going to do. I'm going to try and get my camera to where you can see me working. I will either speed through this or cut to another part in the video, so you don't have to sit and watch me do this forever. But what I'm going to do is take a really thin paintbrush and just use just the tiniest bit of Mod Podge, and I'm just going to start at the bottom, I think. And I'm just going to put just a dab of Mod Podge. And then these leaves are pretty tiny. This might be kind of hard. I'm gonna lay my cup down. You know what I have actually that might help with this? If you have tweezers or something like that, you might want to use that. I got this in a pack of Cricut supplies on Amazon. So I think that is going to help a lot. If you don't have something like this, you can use tweezers. And my hands are very shaky all the time. So. And it's going to look kind of funny until this Mod Podge dries. So you might not really get a good idea of what it's going to look like. Ooh. This is pretty difficult, actually. Well, I wouldn't say it's difficult, it's just tedious, like I said. Very tedious. But it's going to be so worth it, because this is going to be absolutely gorgeous. And I'm making this cup for a raffle I'm doing on my business page on Facebook. I will go ahead and also put the link to my business page in the description. If you want to join that group, I would be more than happy to have you. Alright, so just so you guys get a general idea of how this is going to be. Whoops. Put way too much Mod Podge on that one little spot. You need the tiniest little bit of Mod Podge for these to stick on. So you get an idea. That's how it's going to be. And I'm going to finish up the little twigs, and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm pretty sure I covered all of the branches, and this is what it looks like for now. It's really super cute. So now what I'm going to do is that kind of, I don't know how that got there, but that's perfect. I'm going to have some kind of falling down here and there. I'm going to try and do it backwards so you can see. So I just put little dabs of Mod Podge, and I put a little, just like dipped it in Mod Podge, so I can just like quickly pick one up. Okay, let me see. Yeah, that. Let me put one more right here. And I just kind of did them randomly. So now there's some falling, and now I'm going to put a bunch of Mod Podge here and just sprinkle them on. Still going to use this just so I don't have to dirty up another brush. Kind of cover the bottom of the tree a little bit. I'm still trying to decide if I want to go all the way around or not. I'm not going to at first, just in case I like it without going all the way around. So, I have a pile of leaves right here. I wonder if I can just, so we'll go one randomly, just kind of roll it. That was either a good idea or a terrible idea. Just cram them on there. What sticks can stay and what doesn't can go. Now we'll see what actually stuck. Trying not to get any like poking at the bottom. Yeah, a lot of that did not actually stick. Most of it did, I think. They go everywhere. So try and make sure there's none sticking at the bottom, because when you epoxy that, it's going to be a real pain in the butt to have to sand it down and put a ton of different layers of epoxy on there to make it smooth. That works. See how cute that is? I think I'm just going to keep it like that. I won't put them all the way around because it kind of won't make sense because there's nothing back there. So this right here is what I would consider the perfect fall tumbler. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. It's simple, but yet it's beautiful. The colors, just everything about it. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to let that Mod Podge dry for a few minutes. I'm going to go work on a different cup. And then I'm going to seal the glitter, just like I would with any other glitter. I like the Rust-Oleum Crystal Clear Enamel. I think I need more of. But then after the sealant dries, I will epoxy. So guys, that is it. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. And go ahead and subscribe. Thanks, bye!